Hi students, this is the third main lesson in integration. In the last two classes we have seen how we defined actually integrals using the concept of differentiation, which is the reverse process. Then we have also derived the formula, standard results. So these are the two things required for today's lesson. So my assumption is that you are familiar with the formula. So 13 or 15 whatever number. Now, once again, let me compare the integration and differentiation so that it is easy. We have seen these results. Say d by dx of, for example, f of x plus g of x. This we have seen. This equal to d by dx of f of x plus d by dx of g of x. And if it is minus here, it is minus. So this one is addition rule, another one is difference rule. We have seen this. Similarly, d by dx of alpha into f of x. This is scalar multiplication rule. We have seen that alpha can be taken out, then d by dx of f of x. And similarly, we have also seen the product rule, d by dx of fg. We have done like this. First, you have to differentiate df by dx, keeping g constant as it is, then f as it is, then dg by dx. This also we have seen. And we have also seen d by dx of f by g. So, g into f dash, let me use this symbol, minus f into g dash divided by g square. So, all these things are familiar to you. Now, question is, can we use similar rules in integrals also? That is called algebra of integration. See, we call this as algebra of differentiation. Same thing we can call algebra. So, the question is now therefore, what is the rule for f of x plus g of x then dx? Suppose you have to integrate two functions, that is sum of two functions. What is the rule? So, the rule is same. So, if it is minus, here minus, what we can do is, this is f of x dx plus or minus integral of g of x dx. That means when two functions are given separately, you can integrate them. This is the first rule. Same thing here also. Suppose you have alpha times f of x dx, then definitely you can take alpha outside, then integration f of x dx. Same thing here also, but we don't call it as product rule. There is a separate name and it comes later, but let me write what is this one. Integration of fg dx, where f and g are two functions, is given by, this is the rule. Of course, I will show you, there is a proof also. This normally in integration it is done later, but let me mention here so that we can understand how this is how we can integrate. So the rule is this, and all these things are having proof, and in one of the session I will try to give you the proof also. So this rule is, f you have to keep as it is, integration of g of x minus then integration of f, you have to put a bracket here, f dash, then integration g dx, then whole integration. This is the rule. This is called integration by parts. So this is called by parts. And we don't call it as product rule, we call it by parts. So this is the first rule, this is the second rule, this is the third one. Now you may have one more question. What is the rule for quotient? There is no quotient rule. So that means if two functions are, one is like this, you don't have any rule here for this one. So this is what you have to understand. Now let us work out the questions based on the first. This I don't do now. This, of course, a simple example I can give, no problem. But these two you have to concentrate. So now let us take a few questions. For example, first example is integrate sin x plus cos x then dx. Integrate sin x plus cos x. So according to this rule, integration of sum of these two functions is same as integration of sin x dx separately plus integration of cos x dx. So this is the rule. So this now we know integration of sin x is minus cos x plus integration of cos x is plus sin x. Then here don't write c here and c here. 2c is not necessary because c is a constant. Last we can write c. So there is no separately writing c here and c here. And similarly, see, this is the first question. Say, suppose you have ex plus secant square x plus x, then dx. Suppose this is the question. Same rule, instead of two functions here, there are three functions. So what you have to do is integration of ex dx plus integration of secant square x dx plus integration of x dx. So this is the rule. Now this will be equal to, this is ex, this is tan x, this is x square upon 2 plus c. So this is the figure. Let us say third one. Suppose I have x plus 1 by x, then whole square dx. So here in this case what you can do is, instead of product rule is there, but it is, we have not studied this so far because you have to postpone it actually. First you have to simplify this one so that we can use addition rule. So what you have to do is, when you simplify this one, it is x square plus this is 1 by x square plus this is 2. A square plus b square plus 2ab. So then dx. Now 1 by x square also can be integrated. Please note, this can be written as, I will write here only, this can be written as x square plus x power minus 2 plus 2 then dx plus 2 and dx. So this can be written as now x square integrate, of course you can split it, x square dx plus x power minus 2 dx plus integration 2 dx. So this is, first one is x cube by 3. Second one is x power minus 1 by minus 1 because n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus 2. Actually 2 is a constant, you can take out. Differentiation of 1 is x. So plus c. Let me recollect once again. Differentiation of 1 dx is 2 comes out here. This is same as x power 0 dx. And if you apply the formula, it is x power 0 plus 1 by 0 plus 1, which is x. I have made it very clear in one of the previous sessions. So this is the answer. Of course, this you can write minus here. That is the final answer. So now let me take a few more examples before I take the exercise problem. Taking all types of rules. Say for example, if you have, say fourth example, let us take. Say integration of 2x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. So now, how to do this one? Same method. First you can take, see, 2x square dx plus 4x dx plus 1 dx. This equal to 2. Constant comes out. This is the rule. Integration of alpha f dx can be written as alpha outside, then f dx. So constant can be taken out. So it is 2. Then integration x square dx plus, here also 4 comes out, then x dx. Then here of course I can directly write this is x. Then here also I can write c. So now you write this one, x cube. So 2 into x cube by 3 plus 4 into x square by 2 plus x plus c. And the final, of course, you can simplify this, 2x cube by 3 plus 2x square plus x plus c. This is the final answer. Normally, in the beginning, you should write all these steps so that you will remember the property, the rule, formula required for this one. Once you are competent, you can directly write like this. But in the beginning, you should be thorough with the rules, which rule you are using there, how it is applied there. Everything should be made clear. So in the beginning, for a few questions, please do by this method only. That is, split them. Then suppose alpha is there, constant, take it out. Then do. Later, once you are confident, directly you can do it. So this is the idea. Now let me take a few more examples based on this rule only in this session. So let me take, for example, exercise problems, that is 7.1. So exercise 7.1. See, one question, the sixth question is integrate 4 ex plus 1. I have changed some of the questions to suit my requirement because some of the questions cannot be done directly here. So questions are mixed. So this is the rule. Actually it is 3x is there, but I have changed it. Now the rule is this. This you have to write. See, integration of 4ex dx plus integration of 1 dx. So addition rule. Then here 4 can be taken out. So 4, then ex dx. Of course, this you can directly write x. And c also you can write here only. That c will be the common c even after integration also. So this is 4 ex plus cx plus c. This is the thing. Now, as I told you, once you are competent enough to do this one, directly you can do. This is a 4 constant. Mentally you can do it. 4, then integration of x is x, integration of 1 is x. And since we are the beginners, first we should know the meaning, then we should be confirmed, oh, this is how we have to do. See, another interesting thing is this. If you differentiate this is our capital F of x in the definition. What you should get? You should get this. So you can check. When you differentiate this 4ex, you get 4ex. When you differentiate x, you get 1. When you differentiate c, it is 0. So you get this one. So this is the sixth question in your exercise. I have changed it actually. 3x is there. Right now we can't do that one. So I have changed it. So let us take the next question. Say the seventh question is this. Integration x square then 1 minus 1 by x square then dx. See, normally integration is the test of your intelligence. See, rules are there, but you can't directly apply the rule. You have to change the given question into our requirement, then you have to integrate. See, here there is no product rule. Actually, product rule in integration by parts is there that we can't use here. Therefore, I have kept it later. Even in your textbook, it is done later. After studying so many other things, we are studying integration by parts. Here what we have to do is, first you have to remove the bracket here, so that this becomes x square. First one becomes x square. Second one becomes minus 1, then dx. So now you can use difference rule, integration of x square dx minus 1 dx. So definitely I can write this as now integration x dx minus integration 1 dx. And you know that integration of x square is x cube by 3 minus this is x plus c. So this is the answer. So this is your seventh question. Let us take a few more questions. Very simple question, let me leave. Say question number 10 in the exercise. Integrate root x minus 1 by root x then whole square dx. Of course, I have done similar one question. Here what you have to do is, first you have to square the bracket. Root x square is x plus 1 by x, 1 by root x square, minus 2 because 2 into root x cancels. So what we have to integrate is, we have to integrate this. Then this will be, of course, direct integration of course I have to write the rule actually. This is integration x dx if you want to use the rule. Then integration dx by x minus integration 2 dx. Then of course this directly I can write x square by 2. This is log of mod x. Normally you should write log mod x. Then here you see you can take 2 common. then integration dx. Integration dx is x. So final answer is x square by 2 plus log of mod x minus 2x plus c. So this is the final answer. The next question is, see, 12th question, integration of x cube, then plus 3x, then plus 4 divided by root x, then dx. Now I told you in the beginning only, there is no quotient rule. In the differentiation, suppose this question is asked, definitely you will try like this. This is u, this is v, then u by v rule. But in integration, there is no such rule. So how to do this question? So what you can do is, see, here I will write here equal to, I will simplify this one and then write directly. See, x cube divided by, what is root x? Root x can be written as x power half. So this is actually x power 3 minus half. So 3 minus half means 5 by 2. 3 into 2, 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. So the first one is x power 5 by 2. This one plus 3. Split this one. See, x by root x will be the second one. This will be equal to root x. But root x should be written in the exponential form so that we can apply the formula. So this becomes x power half. Same thing once again. This 4 into x power minus half. Because 4 by root x, 1 by root x, you can write x power minus half. So this is the first thing you have to understand. So then dx. Then there is no fun because this is x power n, this is also x power n, this is also x power n. Since we are beginners, let us write them using the rule only. First one is x power 5 by 2 dx plus second one is 3x power 1 by 2 dx. The third one is integration 4x power minus 1 by 2 dx. So separately writing the integral. So my suggestion is, in the beginning, do all these steps because you will remember the method, you will understand the method. Otherwise, directly you can apply the formula and do it. So this will be equal to now, see, x power n plus 1, that means x power 5 by 2 plus 1 by 5 by 2 plus 1 plus 3 can be taken out here. Then x power half dx. Here also 4 can be taken out. Then x power minus half dx. So this will be, of course, you can simplify, there is 2 by 7, this is 2 by 7, then x power 7 by 2 plus 3. You can see here it is x power 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1. Then plus 4, here x power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by minus 1 by 2 plus 1. Then of course, see, later, of course, you can simplify this. This will be equal to 2 by 7, x power 7 by 2. First one. See, this becomes actually 3 by 2. 3 cancels, 2 goes here. So then x power 3 by 2. Then plus here it is minus half plus 1 is half. Half goes, so it is 8. Then it is x power half plus c. So this is the answer. Let us take the next question. The next question given is, see, 13th question is an interesting question. Question number 13. So the question is this: integrate x cube minus x square, then plus x, then minus 1 divided by x minus 1, then dx. Now you see here, as I told you already, you don't have any formula using quotient rule here. So f by g, no. So you cannot do. Therefore, you have to think in terms of whatever available formula and other things we have to. So any such, so these are all called actually intelligent questions to test your understanding, to test whether you are able to modify this question and make it suitable for your integration. That is very important. So here what you have to do is, though this is given like this, it is a it can convert into polynomial. See, if you take x cube minus x square plus x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. See here, from these two, if you take x square outside, you get x minus 1 plus 1. You can put a bracket here, x minus 1, so that x minus 1 is common. So what happens is, below, of course, x minus 1. So now, if you take x minus 1 common, x minus 1, what remains is x square plus 1 divided by x minus 1. So the whole function integrand becomes, you can cancel x minus 1, it is simply x square plus 1. Therefore, I can write this as x square plus 1 then dx, that's all. So this we know, we can use the addition rule. So integration of x square dx plus integration of 1 dx. So this is x cube by 3 plus x plus c. So this is very important. Let me take one more question. I think that is sufficient. There are other questions which are identical, similar. So those things you can try. So here is, this is also a tricky question. Question number 18. Question number 18. Integrate, see, secant x into secant x plus tan x then dx. Now you may think, okay, this is a product rule. No product rule once again. See, this is very important. Therefore, integration is really challenging. Even sometimes very simple question. It seems to be very simple. Unless you understand how it can be converted into required form, it is bit difficult. So what you have to do here is, if you remove the bracket, this becomes secant square x, first one, plus if you, then this becomes secant x tan x. Now you split them. So the first one is secant square x dx. Second one is secant x tan x dx. Of course, you are a beginner. Sometimes, it is a bit difficult to remember. This is nothing but tan x. This is tan x. And this is nothing but secant x plus c, because d by, let me recall, d by dx of tan x, this is secant square x, and d by dx of secant x is secant x tan x. Therefore, what happens? Integration of this will be secant x and integration of this will be tan x by definition. So this is the formula. Now you can, this is not given in the textbook, but you can try this question also. Cosecant x, same type, into cosecant x plus cot x. So this also you can try dx, same thing. First you have to take cosecant inside, then do it. So this is how we have to now let us take one more question. Last question. This is also a very interesting question. Integrate 2 minus 3 sin x divided by cos square x. Cos square x dx. See, as before, no question of quotient rule. So we have to think of alternate. So I will do the required necessary modification here. See, you think of this one. So here it is 2 minus 3 sin x divided by cos square x. So what we can do is, if you split this one, this is 2 by cos square x minus 3 into sin x by cos square x. So you should be thorough with trigonometry also, especially for integration. Trigonometry is a must. You have to be thorough with all the formula. Therefore, I suggest you revise first year trigonometry once again. So this is 2, then secant square x. Now remember, secant square x is integrable. Its integration is tan x. But how to do this one now? Of course, there is a method called substitution method which we are going to study. Using that, we definitely can do it, but that is not necessary here. See, what you can do is minus 3. This we can write sin x by cos x into 1 by cos x. But this once again we can write 2 secant square x minus 3. 1 by cos x is secant x. That I will write first, then tan x, cos sin x. Therefore, what I can do here is, this will be equal to, the given integration will be equal to 2 secant square x minus 3 secant x tan x. Then we have to take the integration. Now you apply the rule. First one is 2 you can take out, scalar multiplication. This is secant square x dx. Minus 3 you can take out, secant x tan x dx. See, now this becomes 2 tan x minus 3. What is the integration of this one? It is secant x then plus c. And I have used one shortcut actually here. See, this you can remember. Integration of alpha f of x plus beta, even minus g of x, if it is given, then the formula is alpha into integration of f of x dx plus beta into integration of g of x dx. If it is plus, if it is minus. Therefore, in any such question, you can use this short, one step less. So this is how we can integrate a given function. Let me stop here. In 7.1 exercise, there are many similar questions. So definitely you can do it. All the questions of 7.1. In the next class, what we are going to do is, there are methods of integration. Of course, I have not proved the property, that we shall do later. What is very important in integration is you must learn the methods properly, how to integrate a given function. There are some methods, various methods are there, but in your syllabus a few methods are given and the related questions are given. Let us study them in the next class. As before, if you have subscribed, well and good, share with your friends. If not, please subscribe first and watch all the lessons and share with your friends. This is my request. I suggest to watch all the lessons, because in not only in integration, in any mathematics lesson, you cannot follow the next lesson unless you make the previous lessons perfect. So the continuity is required. Therefore, watch all the lessons from the first one. See, you cannot understand this lesson if you have not observed the first lesson, ML1. And the ML2 you cannot understand, ML1 is, so everything is connected. So my suggestion is, don't skip any lesson, watch them and work out some questions so that the integration becomes simple. Let us meet in the next class. Till then, bye, take care.